You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we'll be solving a problem involving involute of a circle. And the question goes like this. It says, construct 3/4 of a turn of an involute to a 50mm diameter base circle. Now, the first thing you are going to do is to draw your horizontal line in this manner. You draw your horizontal line in this manner. You can see that. Then the next thing you do, you are going to draw your vertical line in this manner. Right? Now this center here will be the center of the base circle, and we are given the base circle to be diameter of base circle to be 50mm, right? So you take half of it of the base circle, then you're going to measure it in your compass this way. So I will take my compass, starting from 0, half of 50 is 25, that will be the radius. So this is 20, this is 25 here. You can see that? And I am going to place it at that center point here, where I am going to draw the circle in which I'm going to thicken, since that is what we need. We are going to thicken it. Now you can see that. This is what we have here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'll divide this circle into 12, right? So I told you earlier to divide your circle comfortably. The radius you use to draw the circle, you take the compass, you place it at the end point of the circle, you cut up, you place it at the other end of the circle, you cut up again, then you place it at the top here, and you strike left and what? And right. Now you're going to take your meter rule and pass those points you've marked on the circumference of the circle through the center of the circle. So if I do that, I'll have this, the first, if using faint line, then the next point, I'll have this, the second, then I'll come here, I'll do the same thing from here to the third, I'll have this, then I have this one to the fourth, right? This is what we have here. We have divided the circle into into 12 division, right? But now we are now told that we are drawing one that is 3/4 of a turn. Now if you check the previous video where we construct an involute, that is just 1 turn. Now they're not giving us a condition saying 3/4 of what? Of a turn. Now there's something you need to understand. From this top here, right? Let me say this is from this top here to this spot here, we have 1/4, right? Let me call it to be A, I'll call it to be what? B, I'll call it to be what? C, and let me see here to be what? D, right? So from A to B is 1/4, from B to C is another quarter, from C to D is another quarter, from D to A is another quarter, right? So we have 4 quarters in what? In a circle. Is that okay now? Now if I'm considering this side here, if I consider A, B, C and D, that is, I've considered 3 quarters, right? But if I consider from A back to A is 1/4. If I consider A to B, right, that is 1/4. If I consider A to C, that is 2/4. If I consider A to D is 3/4. If I consider A to what? A back, one complete revolution is 4/4. So it means that the video I did earlier before this that is involute of a circle, we did 4 quarters, right, which is just one complete revolution. And you can click on this link at the top right corner of the screen in order to watch that video. Now if that is the case, it means that I'm going to start moving it this way. Start taking. So I'll start my measurement from here. This will be 0, this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and what? And 9, right? So that is 1 quarter here. So we'll ignore this side, right? So just like I did in the previous video, I can decide to take my line in this manner, and I can also decide to take it in this manner. So let me just take it in this manner. So I'll draw a tangential line to the first point, which is this way. You see that it must be at what? At 90 degrees. So I'm going to delete all this to avoid confusion. So let me do that. Now we have this. Then the next thing we'll continue. I'll continue drawing tangential point to each of these points until I get to what? To 0. So just like I did in the previous video, I'm going to place my meter rule. Let me be using 0. So I'll ensure that the 0 you're seeing here coincides with this point. So when I place it this way, I'm going to have this manner. So I have this. So it will be 90 degrees. You can see that. I'll go to 8, 2.8 also. I'll ensure my line to be coincide with 7. And I'll have this way. Do the same thing here too. To 10. And I'll have this. Then I'll come here also to the 0.5. Ensure that line is on this point here. Now I'm going to draw this in that manner, in this way, right? I'll go to 4. I'll do the same thing. Ensure the line coincides with the line of what? Of 4. So I'll have this way. I'll do this 0.4 here. After that, I have this. I'll come to this 2, 3. I have this. Come again, 2. I have this. Right. Then I come to 1. I have this. Then to the 0 point here. I have this. Now you can see that. So I only focus on this. So I will ignore this quadrant, this quarter from 9 to 0 here. This 2, I will ignore it since it's 3 quarter. So you're going to focus on the rest there. Now after doing that, now I can easily divide any of this line into the number of sides I divided the circle. I divide the circle into, from here if you count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Let me say into 9, from 0 to what? To 9. I divide this circle here into 9. We don't really need this quadrant, so let me just remove this to give you a better understanding. Now you can see that I have removed this. So we'll divide it into the number of sides, not lines we divide the circle into. So I can choose any of the lines, but I would like to choose this since it is horizontal. It will be easier for me to work to divide, right? And let's start and see how that goes. How will I divide it? I'm going to take my compass and take any of these 2 lines here. I can decide to take 4 and 5 or 3 and 4, any of them at all. So let me take these 2 here. You can see that. Let me take these 2 here. can see that, and I'll place it from 9. From here will be, this will be 1, the next one will be what, 2, this will be what, 3, this will be what, 4, this will be 5, this will be 6, this will be 7, this will be 8, this will be 9, right? So I'll stop there at 9. So let me start naming them. So this one I'm doing here will be the 0, right? This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and what, 9. So what will I do? The first one is 9. I'll take my compass. This is from here to here is 9, right? From 0 to here is 9. That is the first one. Then on the line of 8, this is point 8, or better still, I start from 0, right? This is point 0 here. It means that I don't actually need this line, so I'm going to delete it. So that will be my point 0 here. That's the starting point. Then the next one is point 1. So I'll move to point 1 from 0 to 1. You can see that. From 0 to 1, I'll come to the point of 1. I'm going to mark 1. Right? So this will be my point 1 here. My point 1. So from here to here, I don't need it. I'll just delete it off. Then the next point is point 2. From 0 to 2. Right? I'll move to it. Then I'll come to point 2 here. I'm going to mark. So this is my point 2 at this point. Point 2. So I don't need from here. I'm going to delete it off. Then the next one is 3. I'll come from 0 here to 3. I'll come to that line of 3. I'm going to mark, right? So this will be the point 3 that we have here. So delete from this point to this point here, which I don't need. Now the next one is from 0 to 4. Right, I'll come to the line of 4, which is this here. I'm going to mark 4. So this is point 4 here. So I don't need from here downward. Now the next one, I'm going to move from 0 here to 5. Right, I'm going to move from the line of 5 here. Then I'll mark. This will be my point 5 here. So I'm going to clean from here to here. So let's do that. The next one, I'm going to move from 0 to what, to 6. Can you see that? So I'm going to come on the line of 6, which is this. So I'm going to mark to be point 6. So from this point here to here is 6. I'm going to clean here off. The next one, from 0 to 7, right? I'm going to come to the line of 7, which is this. So I'll mark on that point. This is 7 here. I see that. So this point here is 7. So I don't need this here. The next one, from 0 to what, to 8. So I'll come on the line of 8. Now place it there. I'm going to mark. That will be point 8. Right, so I don't need from this point downward. So the next one is from 0 to 9, which is already there. You can see that. So that is where I'm going to stop. 9, stopping there. So that is what we have there. Now the next thing I'll do after getting all those points from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm going to join those points. That will be the locus of those points. So I'll use my compass, or I can use my French curve, right? But it seems the compass is more efficient. So I'm going to place it from here to 1. You can see that from here to point 1. I'm going to draw. So from here to point 1, I'll draw to 2. I see that. Then I'll come to 2. I'll move it to that line of 2. I'll do the same thing to go to 3. Then I'll come to 3. I'll do the same thing. Go to 4. Then I'll come to 4. Do the same thing to go to 5. Then I'll come to 5. I'll go to this, the same thing to go to 6. Then I'll come to 6. I'll do the same thing here to go to 7. This way to go to 7. Right, then I'll come to 8. This is 6. I'll go to 7. I'll do the same thing here, just like I did in the previous video. So to get me to 8, then I'll go to 8. Do the same thing here. You see that? That again. So that is what we'll talk about the 3/4 turn. So we've already successfully drawn out the involutes of a 3/4 turn, right? Now of a circle. So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.